never be extinguished by injustice and intimidation.
It's a beautiful sight.
Okay, let's wait for them.
Funding Israel's arms suppliers. Paul, we know you.
Continues to profit off this genocide, to profit off of occupation, to profit off of apartheid, for them to send an email that disregards our wishes, that talks to us in a condescending manner about how we protest without actually discussing with us our demands is abhorrent.
In a public forum where people can sit down and chat about it. Is that going to make our encampment go away? Is that what we want?
Yeah, but yesterday was crazy. We had a lot of Zionists meet us kind of where we were doing our rally, and they were also doing their own kind of demonstration. They were putting up a bunch of flags. We had the police called on us, so we had a lot of units of UCPD come out and try to figure out what was happening. And the dean and president of the university sent out mass emails to all the students, the community, the families about what was happening, saying what we were doing was against. We're not understanding that there's no student learning even happening in Gaza anymore. So our concern isn't about student policies and what we're doing here, because frankly, like, we're not acknowledging, one, like, our immense privilege in still being able to study, but two, the fact that the university is complicit and investing in the fact that Gaza has no universities left. So this is the least we can do, is kind of reclaim some of our university and occupy some of our university for Gaza.
You can't selectively call the cops because he wants to film when we're ignoring the gross violations of campus policies for the last 2 days. You know, they pick and choose which policies you want to enforce because someone doesn't want to be filmed. If you want to set up a whole thing over there, then you're going to call them.
My own prerogative, and you know that. And you shouldn't be asking me to leave.
I was asking you to go this way. You're not filming students who are clearly showing that
You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that.
I shouldn't.
Because it's my prerogative to leave and to film.
Sir,
You shouldn't be asking me to leave.
I am asking you.
The same way you're asking me to leave, you should ask them to leave.
These are students.
And I'm an alum.
These are students who are peacefully protesting.
I'm an alum, I'm not even protesting.
They don't want you to film them. That's all I am sharing.
That's fine.
With you.
I cannot follow what they want or they don't want.
I'm asking you. These students have shared they don't want to be filmed. They have asked you to not.
It's my right to film.
And it is their right to say no.
Be included in our sit-ins and bring supplies, like, you kind of see a little bit of everybody and a little bit of everything, in just our small world, our small, like, pocket of our resistance. So,
What's your name, my friend? You're hiding behind the flag? Why don't you go home? Did I bother you?
Yes.
How? With my presence?
Yes.
Yes?
Exactly.
you went here for, what was your major? Did you
Economics
go undergrad?
undergrad, an MBA grad. You shouldn't be asking me.
I was asking you to respect the students.
Why don't they respect me?
Free Palestine.
And I can ask them to move over.
Free Palestine.
They have committed continuous deadly raids and imprisonment of children and students. In Gaza, every single university has been bombed.
We know that us working people are allies of one another and that our interests are interlinked and bound with one another.
And I think that's part of why you see so much outrage and so many people involved and caring now, because they've realized this has been happening for so long and it was happening all under their nose. It took a while. It took a while for people to realize, and I think the thing that really made it different this time, and the thing that made people realize this time, was the media. TikTok,
and
Instagram.
Do you think that's one of the reasons the passing the ban TikTok bill?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like most of them, they got the news from CNN, BBC. They pretty much just say China is robbing, Middle East is robbing,
Sure, the debt trap diplomacy.
Debt trap, yeah.
That's always discussed in regards to China, and it's obviously untrue. I mean, something that I was lucky to learn is that, one, Chinese loans often are interest-free or extremely low interest-wise, and China has a long history of forgiving debt of third world countries. And so I don't think there's any comparison between the way that institutions like the World Bank and the IMF, which are tools for the United States, operate as compared to the Chinese. And we recognize you and your struggle in China, and we're very appreciative. You know, some of us who have been able to see through the lies are very appreciative of what you're doing on a global basis now for all of the colonized and oppressed peoples of the world. And we hope that we can only continue in solidarity with one another.
And building a better tomorrow, right?
That's exactly right. It's not just about
energy.
It's about our kids.
Yeah.
It's about our kids' kids. It's about our kids' kids' kids.
Our
it's
future.
about the trees. It's about the birds. It's about everything. This is what we have to fight for. We only have one time to be alive on this planet, and we cannot waste it, in suffering.
I think both Trump and Biden are both genocide supporters and should be charged with genocide.
And we've realized that the Zionists in Israel, the police here in the United States, these corporate conglomerate interests internationally are all, and the universities who are invested so heavily into them, they're all working with one another to ensure American supremacy over the region. And so we have, common enemies here at this encampment and across the world. And I think that's something this generation will not forget.
So this encampment gonna keep going until...
Yeah, we're gonna keep going until the University of Chicago divests, disclose, and repairs. Yeah.
Do you have any knowledge about the world for Palestinian support? Do you know that China is probably the biggest supporter to Palestine?
No, I didn't know that. There's definitely a few countries that have had our backs for sure. That have had our backs for sure. I don't know if China was one of them, but yeah, it's been great.
It is.
That's so cool.
Right, who just want the oil, who just want the lithium, who just want the copper, who just want the cobalt. China is willing to give a fair deal to these countries and also help to allow them to build some sense of self-sufficiency.
Yeah, help them build factories so they can sell it themselves.
Right, like lithium, for example, in Bolivia is one important example. Or if you look at East Africa and all the help that the Chinese government has through the Belt and Road Initiative worked on to build rail lines and ports. And I mean, this is support that the West has never given.
منتشر. ايش؟ هاي نجم.
Are you any chance a socialist or communist?
Yes, I am a communist, and I am an organizer here locally in Chicago, and I'm fighting for a better future.
Have you are you familiar with these?
Is that the little red book?
Yeah. English version.
No way. I don't have one, but I'm very familiar. One writing actually by Chairman Mao has been passing through my mind very consistently in these times, and it's I believe it comes through his piece "Oppose Book Worship," and the slogan is "No investigation, no right to speak." This is a lesson that we have to consider right now in the time of encampments, because tactics are very important, and the police and administrations are constantly looking to they're looking to undermine us in our movement. And so Mao's teachings have definitely been important just in building discipline. Is this a gift?
No.
Oh damn, you excited me.
No, but if you want one, I can get you one. Like, you have my Instagram, right?
Not yet. We'll share it.
Get out of the street! What the fuck are you doing? Let her go! Arresting people for genocide!
Gotta get this stuff.
Only peace have to die until we can block traffic!
We met last night. Your son is such a hero. Can I ask you to do the honors of introducing him and saying what he does, please?
You're a disgrace! You're disgusting! You're a disgrace to Judaism! We don't blame you, you fuckers!
We are standing here in Times Square, New York City, next to this pro-Israeli rally today on the Israeli Independence Day. And we are saying how sad this is, that these people are celebrating. Now guess what? What are these people celebrating? They are celebrating the greatest rebellion against God. They still claim that they represent world Jewry and that they represent the Jewish religion. Now look what's going on. We have a state of Israel which is a blatant rebellion against God. It's an official secular state. They don't even claim to be religious. They misuse our religion, the Jewish religion, to justify their existence, their criminal existence and the criminal acts against the Palestinian people. Today, when we are standing here after seven months of genocide, and we as Jewish people say that this genocide is not only a violation of international law, this is a violation of Judaism. This killing and this stealing, this oppression of the Palestinian people over 75 years, this is not Jewish. This is not representing world Jewry. And we are here to say that this celebration is celebrating the greatest rebellion against God, the greatest violation of Judaism, and the world needs to wake up and to realize that the state of Israel in no way represents world Jewry or, God forbid, the Jewish religion. This is the total contrast to Judaism. This is the greatest violation of Judaism in whichever way you look on it. This is the greatest violation of Judaism, and the world needs to realize that anti-Zionism is in no way anti-Semitic. We have to realize that Judaism and Zionism is not the same. Judaism is a religion, while Zionism is a purely political movement. As I said, does not represent world Jewry or the Jewish religion. If crimes are taking place, these crimes need to be stopped. These need to be condemned, regardless who perpetrates the crimes. If, in our case in Palestine, the crimes are being committed by some people from Jewish descent, this is only an embarrassment to our people, but doesn't make the criticism anti-Semitic in any way. What we need a better future. Unfortunately, we are witnessing an endless cycle of bloodshed where everyone is in danger.
And the third candle we are going to light is for the massacred victims of October 7th and for the 134 hostages, be they dead or alive. The monstrous Hamas won't even tell the world, because as Mort said, they are the modern day Nazis. And unlike the Nazis who at the very least tried to conceal their crimes and explode the crematoria before Auschwitz was captured by Donetsk, Hamas are Nazis with GoPros. They put it on Zoom, they put it on Telegram, they put it on WhatsApp. They are savages, they are barbarians, they are inhuman Jew haters.
If we truly want to see a nicer future, we have to study, realize and understand what is the root cause.
Can I just ask all the Ture Karta Purim celebrators over there, can you guys just be a little bit, I can't even hear you. Can we have some harmony at least? You know, I just wish, I mean, give us something we can dance to. Kill all the Jews, slaughter all the Jews, we hate ourselves, we're self-hating Jews. Give us a beat. You think the Ture Karta can rap? You think they can rap? Maybe they can rap. They've never rapped. Maybe it's time for them to rap a little bit. A little bit louder, guys. Some harmony, some harmony. If you're self-hating Jews, be proud of your self-hatred.
And we lived in peace in Palestine before the 1920s, before the movement of Zionism came in. It is the occupation of Palestine, the oppression of the indigenous population, which is unfortunately causing a reaction that nobody is happy of.
In the fucking street. I'm blocking the look at you guys are blocking the street. I'm yelling because I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't know why you're trying to. You're not our friend. Don't act like you're our friend. This is not Israel. You can't just beat our press. Relax.
You have no purpose in life. You got a baton pressed against their chest. You got no purpose in life. I'm understanding right here. What do you about that?
They're all the same.
Thank you. So every time some people get arrested, they come out here. They come out here and support the people that come out. I think one just got released just now. People were able to protest orderly on the street because they have a right to protest, as long as that protest is orderly, right?
Yeah.
But that no longer exists.
I honestly wasn't doing anything particularly rowdy at all. I was just holding a sign and walking. I saw some weird looks on the faces of people in front of me, and I was like, what's going on? And then I turned around and this giant man was running at me, and I was truly like baffled. I was like, what are you doing? That's what I said to him. And then it was a cop, and so he grabbed me, and then like I wasn't resisting at all, but he was like kind of like making it look like we were fighting. It was so weird. Like he grabbed me and then he was spinning me around, but I wasn't resisting at all. And then, I mean, after that, like they cuffed me really tight. It hurt.
The majority of Palestine protests, they are in the hundreds. There is no way that you're going to be able to push everyone onto a sidewalk. They know that. They know that. But they still enforce it because they know eventually that they're going to arrest them for being on the street because they can't all fit on the sidewalk. It's impossible. And these are tactics that they use. They were trying to push everyone onto the sidewalk. No one could fit on the sidewalk. Everybody can't fit on the sidewalk. Then they start grabbing people and arresting people. And that's how they open up the door to make accidents.
So that's the main tactic they use to arrest people.
Right. It's the sound device and them being on the street. They even a bullet shot up their gun.
Rubber bullet, right?
No, it was a real bullet.
Real?
Yes, he pulled out his gun. And he told them that he was using it, not because he used the gun, because he was just using the flashlight of his gun. Every single officer has a mag light on their belt. You didn't have to use your gun flashlight, because you got a flashlight on your belt. So that's a bullshit reason. So they went in there militarized. I don't know if you saw the videos that came out of that. They went in there as if they were in there with M16s and grenade launchers.
Oh.
Yeah, they went in there like militarized. Trust me what I'm saying.
Yeah, they were grabbing people. They looked like they were kind of having fun, a couple of them, like kind of getting a kick out of it. So that was a little bit strange. They pepper sprayed one person. And so they were having a really hard time during. And one of the cops made a remark. They were like, oh, someone got pepper sprayed. And then one of the other cops was like, oh, good. I'm glad.
Chaos today at UCLA. Police fire rubber bullets at students
as cops reclaim the building from occupying protesters.
Power saws to cut through chains protesters had used to keep them out.
The NYPD has a bike team, the SRG bike team that they have that on the regular Tempest bikes. They stopped using it. They were using it again in the beginning of the Palestine protests. But I noticed that they pulled them back. They used to have them riding on the side of them, on both sides of them. And what they would do, they would run into them, to protesters. I'm not going to say accidentally.
Quote unquote.
They would deliberately hit a protester to get them upset to a point to where they get a reaction and then everybody's reacting and then they conduct arrests. They use those bikes to do that. A lot. I've seen a lot of arrests and a lot of mass arrests happen because of those fucking bikes.
We were trying to take the streets, and the cops were continuing to push us onto the sidewalk. We managed to evade them and stay on the streets for most of it.
Sidewalk! Sidewalk! On the sidewalk! On the sidewalk!
What is he doing wrong? Why did you? At one point, the cops had caught up to us and were once again pushing us onto the sidewalk while we were practicing our First Amendment right for freedom of protest. They grabbed one of my friends as we were moving back onto the sidewalk, and I grabbed onto her, trying to pull her back on the sidewalk with me, where we would both be safe. And then about like 3 or 4 cops were pulling her, and I was kind of playing tug of war, and they threw us both on the ground. I smacked my head. Both of us broke our glasses. She
snapped your hat?
Smacked my head.
Oh,
they smacked my head on the street. I'm currently under watch for having a concussion. My friend, her glasses broke and it cut her face, saying she felt like there was plastic in her face.
Oh no.
Still waiting for her to get released from prison now. And then they placed us in the van and took us to One Police Plaza, where they held us for about 7 hours. So there was one cop that she was actually really nice. She said she was very supportive of the cause. Her best friend was Palestinian.
Wow.
And she was actually trying to help us. She was always getting us water on time and everything. She's like, I try to be one of the good ones and everything. Personally, I believe it's really hard to be one of the good cops, but I did appreciate her in there of just getting us toilet paper and everything, and yeah, that was the only cop who really talked to us. Ambulance is here. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you though.
So other than some minor injury,
yeah,
not really minor.
Yeah.
It's kind of chill.
Yeah. It's honestly I've had worse interactions with the cops than this.
Look at the city, bro. Look at the city, bro. Look at the city. Look at it, bro.
Can you show me?
Can you fucking look, bro? There's somebody, bro. There's the humans, bro. They're fucking humans, bro.
I'll pay for all this in my taxes. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's all my tax money, bro. It doesn't come to me back, bro. It go to fuck Israel, bro.
They're gonna kill one of us. That's gonna start the revolution. That's good.
What's been going on for 75 fucking years, bro. And we gotta stand up for this.